Hey guys, it's Sykes bringing you back another Miscrits video of Volcano Island. Of course, we're starting with the daily spin because this will be happening constantly as long as I spin daily. So, we've got 8,000 gold and we'll use the 4 platinum up. We might as well on Volcano Island because if I want to get Miscrits with platinum, I will wait until all my Miscrits are level 30 and do platinum arena. I got a mythical defense. Defiance, so that's not so bad. And also I got a notification up here: Sunfall Kingdom, you just received a pack of 4 new Miscrits. Click to see what creatures you got. So before we go further, we're going to quickly go into Sunfall Kingdom to see these new 4 creatures that we've got. So this is a bronze pack. Occasionally Miscrit players will get free rewards, but just for a quick lowdown, there are 4 kinds of packs you can get: bronze, silver, gold and premium, I think it's called. So, or ultimate, one or the other. So ultimate is 350 platinum, a gold pack and an exclusive Miscrit that you cannot get usually otherwise, but I think you can buy them in the shop with real money or occasionally gems or platinum. But a bronze, here I'll open it first. So with this we have got a Gurgle Pops, a Chinook, a Skunks, a Scus Tank, and a Flaring, which is a premium, which is super sweet, loving it. And I'll quickly go up here so I can show you. So each of these packs would usually cost money, but yes, like I said, you do get them free from time to time. So here's the what's inside. So in a bronze pack you get 1 common Miscrit with a 5% chance for it to be a rare, 1 more common Miscrit with a 10% chance of it being rare, a rare Miscrit with a 10% chance of it being a premium, and a premium Miscrit with a 5% chance of it being a foil. In silver you get 1 common with a 5% chance to rare, 1 rare with a 10% chance for a premium, 1 premium for a 5% chance for a foil, and 1 premium with a 10% chance to be a foil or exclusive. And gold, which is of course the best, you get 1 rare with a 10% chance of premium, another rare with a 50% chance of foil or premium, 1 premium or foil, and 1 exclusive. In the past of my other accounts I have bought these before, and a fair amount of them too, I will say. And yes, you do get quite good stuff out of it. So for you, those of you who are more well endowed and have a bit of money that you can spend on these sorts of things, it does make your gameplay a bit better, and I do suggest it for anyone who can spare the money for it. I don't know what that was talking about, that's weird. It was just telling me that all the new Miscrits I just got were giving me more platinum. Alright, so let's go straight into an arena battle. Actually, what I might do very quickly is go back out into the jungle forest sector so that I can get Slitherio up to the same level as my other dudes, and if I can also find a water type Miscrit, because having 2 fire and 2 nature is not a very good idea at all. Of course, like I've said before, in my main account I have used only fire and gotten pretty far, but that's just me. But most of the stuff I did that with was using physical moves. So I've always found that the easiest way to find a water Miscrit is to go near the water, surprisingly enough. They seem to be always closest to the water. And just as he says that, bim bam boom, there's the water Miscrit, and one of my favourites, Frostmite. So I reckon we'll definitely use him for a while. However, I may ditch him pretty early on, as fairly early on, actually 100% chance, sweet, so this Frostmite is mine, even sweeter. But as I was saying, in the next section of the map, when I beat one person to get across to the next section has my all-time favourite water Miscrit, which hasn't changed the entire time. I reckon since I first found this water Miscrit there have been perhaps another 200 to 250 Miscrits added into the game, and I've still preferred it. However, I have not seen some other Miscrits, so that might be some of the reasoning behind it. So we're just going to quickly go in here so that we can heal our poor Wick, who unfortunately had to die so we could catch that Frostmite. And then I want to quickly, before I do some arena matches, like I said, level up Slitherio and then also level up Frostmite, because I'm going to need him leveled up as well. Is go into that big portal there. That leads to a fairly new expansion. I reckon it came out a few months ago. Don't quote me on that. But it is the most recent expansion and has been fairly recent, more or less. And is by far my favourite expansion because it adds in so many new Miscrits. And it was also that expansion that took it from a level 30 cap to a level 35 cap. The only problem I actually have with that is the fact that the level 35 cap doesn't evolve it again. So you still only have 4 evolutions of each Miscrit. I would actually like to see a 5th evolution of each Miscrit. However, I think that this is not needed as there are so many spin-offs of Miscrits such as Foils, Darks, Lights, and I think there are some other ones. You are not ready. You cannot enter this portal until you have at least 1 level 30 Miscrit. Oh. Well. Shit. Okay, so apparently you need level 30 Miscrits. I didn't know that because I'd gone in there in my main account and I have many level 30 Miscrits in there, so we'll have to wait to do that until a much later point in the game. But for now, let's try and level these two up. And the quickest way to actually level them up, which I should have thought of a bit sooner, is actually to have the ones you want leveled up on your team and only those ones. So I should have actually come up with just Frostmite and Slitherio, because that would have allowed the experience from that each gets to be much higher. Because for instance, if I beat this Slitherio, it will give me, I don't know, I'll tell you once I beat it. Oh damn it. Decrease my attacks, bastard. You'll die. Horrible death for that. Oh my god, he actually did a fair amount of damage to my Wick. Alright, he's dead. Sweetness. Alright, so he gave 4 experience. Now, assuming that I only had 2 Miscrits and still defeated him, assumedly it would have been 8 experience for each. So in other words, you get more experience but spanned over less Miscrits. So, especially if you're like me at the moment and a couple of your Miscrits are stronger than the rest of your Miscrits, then it's always a good idea to sort of just have the weaker ones out, or perhaps some stronger ones with the weaker ones, but the stronger ones aren't on your main team. But I won't be able to do that quite at the moment because I don't really have all that many Miscrits currently. But let's have a crack at destroying this Slitherio. Alright, he took out my Wick. How dare he? That is awful. He's an awful, awful human being. Even though he's not a human being. But still. So Furfin unfortunately wasn't able to take that very well. I should have remembered to freaking enchant his spray. I'll remember to do that now. Alright, so now that they're down, the experience given to both Slitherio and Frostmite will be much higher. But I'll quickly enchant his abilities, because you always want your abilities all enchanted and everything. Always a great idea. Especially when versing AIs, because they don't have enchanted abilities and it gives you the advantage. And any advantage you can get is a good advantage. So luckily, all I'm really coming across at the moment is Slitherios. If I was coming across more for birds, Weavens, that would be a bit more of a challenge, as I would have to switch to Slitherio, my Slitherio. But I don't think it's too much of a problem, because the really early levels of the jungle, you're only going to find Slithrios, Flues, Vipirds, and Weaverns. So luckily they were able to level up. Sweetness, love it, and they all level up and everything. So the good thing about that is, as long as you have one water, one fire, you will be fine at taking them all out. Because say that was a Vipird, I could just instantly switch to Slithrio. Slithrio would be able to take it out easy. It's really weird just saying Slithrio over and over again. Ooh, that actually did a lot of damage. Sweetness. But you probably didn't notice as much last time because their XP cap was closer, but if you watch now, there you go, they get 7 XP each instead of 4, which is much higher and much better. But I think we'll leave it at that for today, as we've done a fair amount of training and all sorts of things. Off screen I will get Frostmite and Slithrio to level 4, and I will see you all next time. Remember to hit a like and favourite and subscribe.